Hi everyone, welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. I'm just going to do a quick little piece today on this piece of ply that I just, it's a board that I bought from Kmart. It's 20 centimetres wide, 20 centimetres wide. And I've been painting on these quite successfully without having to do any gesso or any primer on there. And I'm just going to use today the DecoArt Extreme Sheen colours. I've got Sapphire, Pink Tourmaline, Aquamarine, and the DecoArt Americana Gold. So I'm just going to use those, and I've actually thinned them out a little bit with Australian Floetrol. They come in a thickness that would be about the same as what you'd use for the bloom recipe. So that's why I've just thinned it out a little bit, because I'm going to actually blow them out, do a little bit of an edge, and then spin them. So just another experiment just to see how this will go. So I'm just laying down a base of the Eraldo di Paolo Parchment, which is mixed with Australian Floetrol. And the reason I'm using that is because I had it made up. I've made up a lot of paints over a period of time, and they're sitting in the bottle, so I just want to use them up. It still looks fine, but I just want to use that. So I'll use that as my base today. And I'll just cover the board as much as I can. I am going to spin it out as well, so I don't have to get it all the way to the edge, because it should actually get the rest of the way when I spin it out. And I want it to be a little bit thick at the moment, because I'm going to actually blow this out. So I'll just burst those bubbles. And I think I'm pretty well following my lines there to get that in the centre. I'm just going to start out by using the Sapphire, and I'm going to put a little bit of that in the middle, and then I'm going to blow it out. Hopefully I'm in the middle, thereabouts. So I want that to get a fair way towards the edge. Oops, dropped that in the wrong one. So I'm just going to use the world's smallest mini blower with the Tracy Reed attachment to it, which you can find in her Etsy shop. Wasn't quite sure how many I was going to do then, but I ended up doing 8. So that's what I wanted it to be, very sheer out towards the edges. And now I'm just going to use a fork. It's just a plain plastic fork, and I'm just going to do some little edges all the way around each petal. Some of the petals I can't quite see even. Just running it through very lightly. It certainly blew out easily enough, which was good. Okay. Now the next colour I'm going to lay down was the Aquamarine. So into the middle again, and not as much this time. I don't want to blow it out quite as far. Hasn't got quite as good a petals on this one, but I'm just going to use my fork again, just drag those colours out. And now the pink Tourmaline. I'm just going to blow this one out with my straw. Okay. Just do some little fork lines again. And now the Americana metallic gold. Now I want to blow this one out over the top of all the others. If I can. So now I've got those other colours just sitting underneath, which is just lovely. And again, I'm going to do my little fork edge on there. Really need to wipe the fork in between each one. Okay. So by doing those layers the way I did, when I put the gold on, they've sort of come up from underneath. And that gold's beautiful the way it's sitting in there. Loving that. Okay, I'll hit it with the heat tool. I'm loving these rivers, the way the gold's gone along all those rivers, it's beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just going to spin it out to get it to go all the way to the edges. So probably 6 times this way, 6 times that way. Needs to go a little bit faster to get this one to come over. I can never work it out when I'm pretty sure that my mat is in the centre of my turntable, but maybe it is out just slightly, I'm not sure. Must be slightly over that way further, which makes sense actually. So I'll bring it back this way just slightly. Let's try and just tilt this to the edge, I think, rather than continuing to spin it out, or I can continue to spin. Just move it over that little bit, because whatever's nearer the edge will move more. So I want this edge to come off more than that edge now. Nearly there. Just slightly not there. Just tap that over. Right. Okay, so it's a beautiful effect, as you can see. Absolutely lovely. Lovely, these little striations where I used the fork on the edges there. We've got that beautiful molten gold in the middle. So I'm loving that. It's really, really pretty. I'll just hit it with my heat tool again. And I don't want to do anything with that gold. I'm loving the way it's just running through, and it kind of looks like it's molten gold. It's been, you know, heated up and just dripped straight into the middle of that. Beautiful, loving it. Not going to touch another thing. I'll bring you down for the close-up. Well, here we are coming down for the close-up of this very pretty piece using the DecoArt metallic paints. It's so sparkly. Hopefully you can see that there. And where I used the fork to do those edges, it's just created these beautiful wispy pieces like you can see here. It's just lovely. I really love that effect. So, so pretty. And then where I've got the gold in the middle, it's kind of created like this molten gold look, really. It's just come straight out of a furnace and just been poured straight on there. That's what that looks like to me. So I'm really loving this. Love that effect. Using the fork, as I say, to create these beautiful lines here. Super nice. You can see all that sparkliness. Just lovely. So hopefully you enjoyed that one today, guys. It was quite simple. I'm sure it's one that you could duplicate. And I hope if you do, if you'll let me know how you go, I'd really love to hear. And yeah, so I'll see you back here in the Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.